Want to give all praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. All right, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and blessings to the elect of Yahshua, and salutations and blessings to you, Akim, out there enduring this truth and sincerity. All right, wait, Salaki, Akim, 1 second. Okay, Salaki, Akim. Yeah, so hey, since I just get straight into it. All right, this is Daniel 2:16. It says, "Then Daniel went in and desired of the king that he would give him time and that he would show the king the interpretation." Now, this is when Nebuchadnezzar had his dream, and he bring all the wise people basically and into me and have them interpret this dream for me, because it basically it bothered him, and he told them to tell him the interpretation without even knowing the dream. So he said whoever came, he basically was going to put him to death. All right, so basically it came around to where he was going to put them all to death, and Daniel heard about it. So Daniel just give me a little time. It says 17, "Then Daniel went to his house and made the thing known to Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, his companions, that they would desire mercies of the Most High of heaven concerning this secret, that Daniel and his fellows should not perish with the rest of the wise men of Babylon. Then was the secret revealed unto Daniel in a night vision. Then Daniel blessed the power of heaven. Daniel answered and said, Blessed be the name of the Most High forever and ever. For wisdom and might are his, and he changeth the times and the seasons. He removeth kings and setteth up kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know understanding. He revealeth the deep and secret things. He knoweth what is in the darkness, and the light dwelleth with him. I thank thee and praise thee, O Yahawah of my fathers, who has given me wisdom and might, and has made known unto me now what we desire of thee. For thou hast now made known unto us the king's matter." So Daniel was basically giving praises to Yahawah, to the Most High Yahawah. You know what I'm saying? Because of the fact that he's like, hey, I'm put whoever can interpret my dream to death. They went and he told his companions about it, and the Lord looked out for him. Okay, they like, hey, we don't want to die, but that the Lord is there for that. Like, you don't gotta make every situation hard. Like, if you going through something, you like, man, it's just part of the fire. You're like, nah, man, pray to Yahawah YAHAWASHI. You know what I'm saying? That he ease your soul, rest your soul for, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Not get you comfortable, but just give you peace of mind, basically. You know what I'm saying? But in this, it's the fact that they have faith. But I really wanted to get this part with Daniel, so I can get to this right here. Daniel 2:47. It says, "The king answered unto Daniel and said, Of a truth it is that your power is the power of powers." Right? Sound like pound for pound, number one, "And a Lord of kings and a revealer of secrets, seeing thou couldst reveal this secret." Because all the other magistrates, who else you got? All basically the other wise men, the prognosticators, those known as having a brain in their head, so to speak. Their guys or them, they couldn't reveal the secrets. They didn't know what was going on, but Yahawah revealed it unto Daniel and them. All right. It said, "Then the king made Daniel a great man and gave him many great gifts and made him ruler over the over the whole province of Babylon, and chief of the governors over all the wise men of Babylon. Then Daniel requested of the king, and he set Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego over the affairs of the province of Babylon. But Daniel sat in the gate of the king." So he even looked out for his Akim, man. He like, look, hey, it ain't just me. I'm pretty sure when they all got together, they sent up prayers that Yahawah YAHAWASHI would, reveal the secrets unto them. All right, but most of all, it was because of the Most High, who He is. But He gave him that spirit. You know what I'm saying? He gave him that spirit. They trusted in that faith, and He gave him that spirit. All right, so we're gonna go to Daniel 3:16. I'm gonna kind of breeze through it. It says, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said to the king, O Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer thee in this matter. If it be so, our power whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of thine hand, O king. But if not, be it known unto thee, O king, that we will not serve thy gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. So pretty much he said, look, if y'all power can stop y'all from the burning, he had another dream, Salakia, but no, Salakia. He had an idol made, and he wanted all the wise men to bow down unto it, He wanted all the wise men to bow down unto it, and whoever didn't, he was pretty much going to throw in the furnace. So it came to them, and they like, look, man, hey, if he deliver us, he deliver us, but Nebuchadnezzar, I'll read it. It says, then was Nebuchadnezzar full of fury, and the form of his visage was changed against Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Therefore he spake and commanded that they should heat the furnace over 7 times more than it was wont to be heated. So he 7 times more than, he already got enough fire to burn them. He going 7 times hotter than that. Imagine cooking a damn pizza on 700 degrees in your oven, man. It says, then these men were bound in their coats, their hosen in their hats, and their other garments, and were cast in the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Right? Okay, yeah. Therefore, because the king's commandment was urgent, and the furnace exceeding hot, the flame of the fire slew those men that took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. So the Lord brought judgment on them for touching them, for one, and in the same sense, he showed that if they had them bound, why did it burn them up instead of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? So the Lord was already looking out for them. It says, and these 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down, bound into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Then Nebuchadnezzar the king was astonished, and rose up in haste and spake, and said unto his counselors, did not we cast 3 men bound into the midst of the fire? They answered and said unto the king, true, O king. He answered and said, lo, I see 4 men loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt, and the form of the 4th is like the Son of the Most High. So Yahawah came down and was like, look, I got y'all. But it all came by faith, man. Okay? It all came by faith, just trusting in Yahawah, not trying to take things upon your own matter. Alright? It says, then Nebuchadnezzar came near to the mouth of the burning fiery furnace, and spake and said, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, ye servants of the Most High Power, come forth and come hither. Then Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came forth of the midst of the fire. And the princes, governors, and captains, and kings' counselors, being gathered together, saw these men, upon whose body the fire had no power, nor was an hair of their heads singed, neither were their coats changed, nor the smell of fire had passed on them. So basically, Yahawah had like a force field around them, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't even have the smell. Okay? They didn't have the smell. They didn't, they wasn't hurt. And they were just walking around chilling in there, man. It says, then Nebuchadnezzar spake and said, blessed be the power of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who hath sent his angel and delivered his servants and trusted in him. You got to trust in Yahawah, man. And have changed the king's word and yielded their bodies that they might not serve nor worship any god except their own power. That's what we're here for, to worship and serve our own power, man. Okay? That's exactly what we're here for, period. Alright? This is what he said. Have no other God before me, man. Okay? Therefore I make a decree that every people, nation, and language which speak anything amiss against the power of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego shall be cut in pieces, and their houses shall be made a dunghill, because there is no other power that can deliver after this sort. Then the king promoted Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the province of Babylon. Alright. Last time coming in. This is Daniel's 5 and 10. It says, now the queen, by reason of the words of the king and his lords, came into the banquet house, and the queen spake and said, O king, live forever. Let not thy thoughts trouble thee, nor let thy countenance be changed. There is a man in thy kingdom, in whom is the spirit of the holy gods. Alright? Of course, it ain't multiple gods like the God of this, the God of that, but at the end of the day, is power, is the spirit of YAHAWASHI, man. Alright, which you can call, holy gods, because he's this power and he's that power, even though it comes from one power source. The angels have power, Alright? And in the days of thy father, light and understanding and wisdom, like the wisdom of the powers, was found in him, whom the king Nebuchadnezzar thy father, the king, I say, thy father, made master of the magicians, astrologers, Chaldeans, and soothsayers. For as much as an excellent spirit and knowledge and understanding, interpreting of dreams, and showing of hard sentences, and dissolving of doubts, were found in the same Daniel, whom the king named Belteshazzar. Now let Daniel be called, and he will show thee the interpretation. So, this was Nebuchadnezzar's son Belshazzar. Alright? And basically, this is where you had that writing on the wall. I think it was like Tico, Metis, Pakal, or something like that. And basically he wanted to know what that meant. So it's starting his dreams of trouble. And as I'm reading this, it reminds me of Joseph, man. Joseph was an interpreter of dreams. Okay, Joseph was brought up high in Egypt. So the Lord always looked out for his men that trusted in him. You know what I'm saying? Joseph got sold into slavery by his own brethren. Alright? Fucking the queen of Egypt try to get him, basically put the blame on him. She tried to, get something from him. She tried to give her a box to him, and he denied it because he trusted in YAHAWASHI. She tried to basically say he tried to rape her. You know what I'm saying? But at all, he trusted in YAHAWASHI because he got thrown in jail. Alright, but they heard about him. Same with Daniel. They heard about him. Hey, it's a guy here that can do this and do that. And through Joseph, Egypt was saved, which ultimately was saved for us to come down there and flourish and multiply, and to get chastised and to get saved from that chastisement as we are in Babylon, man. Alright? Few more verses, brothers. It says, I have even heard of thee that the spirit of the gods is in thee, and that light and understanding and excellent wisdom is found in thee. Oh, Salakia. It says 13. Then was Daniel brought in before the king, and the king spake and said unto Daniel, Art thou that Daniel which art the children of the captivity of Judah, whom the king my father brought out of Jewry? I have even heard of thee that the spirit of the gods, the powers, is in thee, and that light and understanding and excellent wisdom is found in thee. And now the wise men, the astrologers, have been brought in before me, that they should read this writing and make known unto me the interpretation thereof, but they could not show the interpretation of the king, of the thing. And I have heard of thee that thou canst make interpretations and dissolve doubts. Now if thou canst read the writing and make known to me the interpretation thereof, thou shalt be clothed with scarlet and have a chain of gold about thy neck, and shalt be the third ruler in the kingdom. I love this part. It says, Then Daniel answered and said before the king, Let thy gifts be to thyself, and give thy rewards to another. Yet I will read the writing unto the king, and make known to him the interpretation. So he ended up giving him the interpretation through the spirit of YAHAWASHI, man. That's why, I believe it was King David. He said, I pray that you take not thy Holy Spirit from me. All right, you read in Samuel, it talks about Saul. It said the spirit of the Lord left him, and an evil spirit was brought upon him, man. All right, so at the end of the day, you're nothing without YAHAWASHI's program. So give him his trust. Give him trust. Give him fear. All right, give him love. Give him reverence. Okay, and in return, he'll give you mercy. He'll give you blessings. He'll give you grace. All right, he don't have to, but if you do your part, he'll do his, man. All right. Hey, with that, man, don't forget about faith, man. All right, trust in YAHAWASHI. Okay. All praises to YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM QADASH, double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone, blessing to the elect of Yashala, and salutations and blessing to you, Akim, out there doing his truth and sincerity, all right? Looking forward to getting out of this place, Babylon.